Hello, my name is Larry O'Toole, and as the CEO of an engineering and manufacturing business that was sold in the recent past for $200 million, I think you'll find these next few minutes of your time very beneficial, as it could help facilitate some new thinking for you and your team in terms of how to best prepare your business for a future successful exit. My most recent experience in preparing a business for a successful exit was an aerospace and defense company that at the time was called Sanders Industries Incorporated. And the private owner asked me to come in and provide the leadership to prepare the business for a future successful exit. I'm very pleased and proud to say that our team prepared for and sold the enterprise in a way that ultimately delivered a $200 million payout to the owner. Since this recent experience, I'm asked frequently by fellow CEOs and business owners how we went about preparing the business to achieve such a fantastic outcome, given that just a few years earlier, the business had been valued at closer to $130 million. I tell them it's all about effective preparations years prior to the transaction starting. This preparation is something I refer to as an opportunity to bank your moment. Life is filled with a series of moments, we all know that. But those moments related to running and building your business need special care. And providing this special care and attention is investing in your future and the future of your business. So preparing your business for a future successful exit is all about you preparing to bank your moment one day. To frame my experience and advice to fellow CEOs and business owners, I start with a quick real-life story. Several years ago, I was at a closing dinner. The company I was CEO of just acquired a business to bolt onto ours. And we were at the dinner celebrating the closing of the deal. And at one point during the dinner, the seller of the business said to me, "I have to say, this just didn't turn out the way I dreamed it one day would. I worked my tail off for years investing in and building the business and figured if I delivered quality revenues and profits that when the day came for me to sell, everything would be great and everything would fall into place." He went on to say, "But now that I'm selling the business, I am realizing I truly wasn't prepared. Your company and others that looked at buying my business looked beyond just my revenues and profits. I realize now there were other factors you reflected in the purchase price, and quite frankly, I wasn't well prepared to address those other factors. If I could turn back time, I sure would have done things differently to better prepare for this day." In my career, I've heard this reflective comment from sellers, quite frankly, way too many times, because these words should never have to be uttered by a business owner or a CEO. I have felt the pain of selling a business at or below market, but have also experienced the euphoria from selling for a premium. There are two primary drivers that might cause a business owner to wish they could turn back time, and both are quite frankly avoidable. The first is not starting preparations early enough, most often caused by the uncertainty of exactly what actions to take. The second is doing some of the right things, but not all of the right and necessary things. Like a pilot working the checklist for landing, doing a great job managing just a few of the critical steps isn't enough to optimize the outcome of that landing. It's for this reason I developed a campaign that extracts the uncertainty of how to prepare early and guides a business owner through all 5 of the essential elements or the right combination of elements for optimizing future exit value. The first element is setting your targets. What will great look like? This is a foundational element and the starting point for the campaign. Planning templates are used to facilitate setting various key targets. Among them is certainly a desired when you'd like to sell, but much more powerful is identifying how much you want at time of exit. Setting a desired exit dollar value allows you to assess the reality of the target early on and set your company's strategies needed to achieve your desired future outcome. And along the journey of preparing, having this dollar target gives you something to shoot at, because as you make various business decisions, you can ask yourself, how will this decision that I'm about to make impact my ability to achieve that future dollar target at exit? Now, if we look at the second element, which is to know your environment. Just as a surfer, when they first get to the shoreline to go into the water, they don't run into the water. They step back to see what the seas are doing on that particular moment. A business owner needs to step back and understand the same as it pertains to the environment they're operating in. A business owner needs to step back, understand the dynamics of the market, including the cycle of the exit multiples that are being paid and who the potential acquirers might be. Owners often declare, "I'm not ready to sell." Well, timing might be everything. You don't want to miss a wave that might come from market multiples rising or even a particular company that is aggressively acquiring. Now looking at the third critical element in this campaign is building the right strategic bridge. It's very common to read a business's strategic plan and see the focus on driving revenues and profits, and of course, that is important and a great foundation for a future successful exit. But essential with this third element is having the planning templates that help you make a bridge between your strategic plan and what you should also have, which is an enterprise value plan. We've already established it's important to realize that acquirers are going to be looking for more than just great financials. They will be looking at other aspects of your business, such as various performance trends, your sales pipeline and its robustness, your customer concentration, the quality of your customer contracts, the quality of your organization, and the overall culture. And this list goes on and on. You need to know early on what these other factors will be, and this comes from building your enterprise value plan that then will bridge to driving your strategic plan. Now, the fourth key element is having the right organization. Your team, in many cases, will be what truly excites the potential buyer. There's an expression that the acquirer is often more betting on the jockey than the horse. You will want to be fully prepared to impress the buyer as they delve into your team's experiences and backgrounds, who the critical personnel are, your organization structure, compensation and benefit programs, and ultimately, your organization culture. Readiness in this area can either excite or turn off a potential acquirer. And too often, the business owner, him or herself, is too critical to the ongoing success of the business because years earlier they didn't prepare to show that others can do what they do, and this can be of great concern to potential acquirers. I have backed away from many deals or adjusted the acquisition price downward because of concerns related to the organization coming along as part of the transaction. The fifth and final element is having the right deal team. Early in my career, I was involved in a deal in which it started to go south because the seller's attorney was the family attorney for the business for years and was a great one. But he wasn't experienced at doing transaction. And this lack of experience started to hurt the deal. I tell business owners that the company accountant and the lawyer that helped you get to this point might not have the proper experience to get your exit deal over the finish line. You need transaction experts that also might include a strong broker or banker, because collectively, all these experts make up the deal team that will get the deal done successfully for you. So in summary, my advice to business owners and CEOs is to give honest thought as to whether you're truly preparing to bank your moment. Don't let the uncertainty associated with preparing your business for optimizing exit value keep you from starting early and addressing each of these 5 essential elements. Remember, it's not about doing some of the right things with your business. It's about doing the right combination of things to achieve your definition of a future successful exit. You worked hard starting and running your business. Now promise yourself to never utter the words, "If I could turn back time."